Alright guys, it's Mark from Solar Games, and today we're going to be opening up some Streets of Capenna, or New Capenna. 2 set boosters we'll go through, but we'll do them one at a time, see what we get. I think at this point we're mostly just looking for some foils. I've opened a couple of these ahead of time so I can know what to tell you guys about, what's inside each pack, the specific pull rates and all this stuff. In general, if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that you're looking at about 5 mythics or so per pack. Oh, let's talk about the box topper. There is a box topper with each box with a really nice card. Unfortunately, I don't know if the US print's going to be different, but the Japanese print, unfortunately, this thing is like hard to glue on there. And if you pull this thing off, that piece of glue is basically impossible to get off, which means this really nice piece of card will be very sticky. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to get rid of this, I'd be happy to hear it. I thought about doing Goo Gone, but that just seems kind of like not going to work on ink and cardboard. Anyways, you get a box hopper. This box hopper is the same for every set. So the set boosters in US are always going to have the exact same box hopper. So the one we have US is the Gala Greeters. Actually, all of the cards are all Gala Greeters, except of course the ones that are like in different regions. Like I think Korea gets like different art. Every region gets their own special art. Yeah, so it's kind of like up to you if you like it. I don't really like this art. My friend Ben really likes this art, so I think it's like a pretty good split with respect to that. Otherwise, set boosters, if you don't know already, the new design, much thinner, easier to pack. I like it. Set boosters, as always, as a reminder, it's not 36 packs per box, it's actually 30. Each pack has 12 cards instead of 15. But it does contain a lot less commons and a lot more rares. So if that's what you're looking for, this is the right thing. Now, I've seen a lot of other videos where people comment on like repacks, whatever, because they're not used to opening Japanese boosters. The difference between the English and Japanese boosters is that the Japanese ones are this like kind of loose feeling. That's not a repack, that's normal. And they will always have a pull tab. So you'll see there's a pull tab here. You'll find this more commonly with like mastered products. But Japanese boosters tend to have the higher quality card stock, as well as be the first print. So the first run of every set, the set booster, draft, etc., they're all going to be Japanese, and they're all going to have this pull tab, and they're going to feel different. The way I found out with the pull tab is if you just pull down pretty significantly and commit to it, usually you have a better chance of getting a nice rip like that. Of course, it's always a little bit scary because you could potentially damage cards inside. So use caution, I guess. So anyways, let's get started. The set booster is set up this way. You always start with a art card. This card can be signed or not signed. Most of the time it's not signed. You're looking at about 1 signed card per box. That's your expected value. You can always have more. Of course, the set also starts out with a land. This land could be a basic like this, or a foil land, or a showcase or full art. In this set, it's a full art land. A lot of other sets, they have showcase versions. But in Capenna, the showcase version comes up about 33% of chance. So every 3rd pack or so, you're going to have a showcase land. So you're expecting 10 per box. I don't know the rarities for the foils, but that's what it is. So we'll kind of go slow for everybody on who's new to the set. So we'll kind of go through this. First card is Deal Gone Bad. Second card, Run Out of Town. So a lot of these names are very like Demon Stew. They're very mobster related themes. So Citizen Crowbar. So I guess this is a dude holding a crowbar. Anyway, so there's your 3 commons, which they go here. And then we start with the uncommons. So in here, Citizen Crowbar, Disciplined Duelist, and Knockout Blow. Usually this is where your uncommons end. And you have your showcase slots. So in this case, you get usually 2. So 1 common and 1 uncommon. We have the Tramway Station. These are the new dual lands for the set. So basically they'll do something like come in and play tapped, add 2 colors, in this case Rakdos colors, and of course you can play 2 and Rakdos, sacrifice this and draw a card. So it's kind of nice late game when you don't need this land, you can still get a card out of it. Our uncommon showcase is the Nimble Larcenist. Yep, the Bird Rogue. Okay, our rare, this could be, so this doesn't count for our rare slot, this is the showcase slot, is a Cabaret Ascendancy, so this is actually a showcase one, which comes into our rare slot, which is the Toulouse, is our rare here. And then there's a foil, there's a guaranteed foil in every single pack of set boosters. So this is a foil, and it's of any rarity. So if you're counting, the way that this works is that you could potentially hit 4 rares per pack, right, maximum. And there's a list slot which we'll get to it once we hit one of them. Yeah. So anyways, again, pull down, commit. All right. So art card right there. Okay. Our normal land, common, light 'em up. Witty Roastmaster, warm welcome. Our uncommons are going to be Darlin of the Masses, Ceremonial Groundbreaker, Take to the Streets, and Voice of the Vermin, and that's where those stop. And then we have our showcase is Mr. Orfeo the Boulder. I think he must be from the Riveteers. So there's 5 families. Well, Riveteer is like kind of like the workers. Their Waterfront District is our common showcase, which brings us to our rare, which is Cut of the Prophets. And so our foil is Attended Socialite. So it goes in here. And this last card is what we call the list card. It's a special slot for the set boosters. However, in this set, what Wizards has decided to do is they're going to reprint some of the secret layers. So in this case, these are actually what I called the Magic Skin version of the Stranger Things secret layer. So Stranger Things secret layer had 9 cards, including that rare or hidden card in the back. So they reprinted that one, or that set in total in this set too. So you're going to be able to find not Stranger Things art, but you're going to find the kind of like magic themed art, right? So here is a what they call Skyscraper Land. So this is just a full art land from the set, but it's unlike Amonkhet and Innistrades. These are not in every pack. They are in only about a third of the pack. As you can see, we're on our 3rd pack, and that's when you hit that special land. Now, it's not always going to be like this, but it's just what it is. Okay, so here's Murder, Witness Protection, Make Disappear, and Sewer Crocodile are our commons. So this is a set booster. Also have another point is that they are themed. So this is a great, I guess, example of that. This is a charm themed. So you see, I have pulled 4 charms out of the 5 in this set booster, which is also one of the reasons why set booster is not great for drafting or playing sealed, because the themes can really skew heavily towards one or other thing. Anyways. 4 of our uncommons are 4 of the charms, which honestly, the charms in the set, pretty good. Okay, our common is Sparrow's Attendant. Our rare is the Jaxus the Troublemaker. Our foil is Botanical Gardens, and there's a token card towards the end. Fun fact about treasure tokens in the set, there are 5 different art for them. So if you like collecting those, you're gonna have them. So here's our art card, and the first card is actually a foil full art island. Looks pretty nice. Leave that right here, okay. Backup Citizen, so we'll start going through these a little bit quicker now that we have a good idea of what we have here. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think some of the some of these showcase artwork is actually kind of nice. It's very unique, so yeah. One thing to not be confused, this is a foil, this is a foil showcase card. Not to be confused with, I don't know why it's not focus. Okay, what if I do it like this? Go slow, boom. Okay, so this is a foil showcase card. Not to be confused with a gilded foil, which is a specialty for this set as well. So those should show up about 1 per set booster box, and we'll find out what they are, of any rarity. So it could be mythic rare or a common. So here we go, 4 art land, 1, 2, 3, 4 commons. The uncommons, okay, got another charm. This is our citizen. Our rare is Reservoir Kraken. Our foils is the Broker's Veteran. There's a fish token. Nothing crazy in the token slot like Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Just pretty standard normal tokens, right? Yeah, Prize Fighter, Courier's Prize, Arc Splitter, Crew Captain. So our rare showcase is Incandescent Aria, okay, Our first mythic of the pack, or box, is the Sanctuary Warden. I actually think this card has a lot of potential. I don't know why everyone's kind of hating on it already, but I think this card long term could be pretty good. So, all right, moving forward. Okay, so we have, boom, land, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, showcase. Rare is Agnes, the Dragon Lash, and we do have a Gilded Foil and a nice list card, so we'll do one at a time. This here is a Gilded Foil. You can see the difference because it's actually kind of like gold border as compared to a foil. You'll see the foilings everywhere. This has like a very distinct gold bordering around. It does look it has really nice eye appeal, and I think long term it is worth quite a bit of money. If you have the more rare ones of these. So there's obviously mythic rare versions of these cards, and I do think they will fetch a nice price later. We'll put it like maybe right here. Right here? Put it right here. Okay, cool. And then our list card today is going to be a Blood Moon. So, you know, your OG Magic players will recognize this card. Pretty straightforward. 2 and a red, and enchantment. Non-basic clans are now mountains. So everyone who's playing these crazy decks with non-basic lands, well, guess what? All of their non-basics are now mountains. So have fun. Hopefully that helps them. Okay. Art card, land, commons, uncommons, showcase. Our second mythic is going to be the Angel of Suffering. Interesting card. I think it's one of those angels that's pretty common nowadays, where they do like you can't lose the game. This all started with Platinum Angel a long time ago, but it's one of these like, hey, if you would lose the game, do this instead, and you don't actually like lose the game. I don't know if long term these cards are going to be worth anything though, so it is what it is. But we're up to 2 mythics and only about like 5 or 6 packs through the box. So like I said, you can still get a foil land in here as well. Not really worth much because there's so many foil lands now out there. It's not, the foiling is obviously not what it's used to be. Okay, so this is an interesting pack. We should talk about it. First of all, there are tokens that are like counters. They're like kind of like the punch out stuff. If you remember, Ikoria had them. Amonkhet had them as well. So our foil, I'll just set it aside. There are also another special slot in this set, I forgot, is the commander card. So in this case, you can get, I think there's 15 specific commander cards you can pull from the set boosters. They're not exclusive, but they are available in set boosters and collector's edition, and also some of them will be available in the commander decks as well. So, yeah, and I know they say mythic rare, but just kind of ignore that. Ooh. Tenacious Underdog. That is a pretty good card. Should be useful in this set. Okay. All right. Kind of speeding up a little bit here. Boom, boom. Our rare is Unleash Inferno, and Celebrity Fencer is our foil. Okay, right here. That's our card. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, boom, boom. Riveteer's Ascendancy and a Exhibition Magician. Okay, all right. All right, going through this now. Full art land, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. The Advisor, some land. Obscura Ascendancy, Join the Masses, Join the Maestros, and our list card is Witch of the Moors. I don't think that is that great, and I think this is a list card reprint from Jumpstart. So yeah, I don't think Witch of the Moor is that expensive, so it's definitely not a hit there. But there are a couple modifications they've made to the list. I guess we'll talk about that at the end of the video. Cool. Boom, Rivet Charm, Showcase Errant Street Artist, the Pegasus for the foil, and a Citizen token with our Revel Runer. So I guess he's a the party pooper, right? He's coming over here. Yeah, he's smashing a party. That's what he's doing. Okay, that is not a foil. Okay, cool. Cats 3, the boss, glamorous outlaw. Another one of these Queza Augur of Agonies. Horde Hauler. Interesting card. Could be a thing. Not sure. So we'll find out, I guess, when we get there. All right. So next pack. Art card. Boom. 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ledger Shredder. Also a great card. Currently not that expensive. So yeah, I think it's a pretty decent card, but who knows? All right, so we got a foil swamp. Does look pretty nice, right? That like for anyways, foil swamp. A little bit dark maybe, but yep. 2, 3. Cabaret Charm, Brackish Revelers. Our third mythic is Jetmir, Nexus of Revels. So this guy is kind of bull, right? It's pretty neat. Basically gives creatures a lot of buffs, so it could be really, really good. It is definitely a build round, which is fun, always fun. And our list card is a Arvinox, the Mind Flail. So this card is one of the cards from Stranger Things. It is the mythic one. But these rarities don't really mean too much. They do appear, even though it says mythic, they do appear pretty like evenly across the set. So don't let that mythic fool you. So about halfway through the box now, which if you're counting the mythics, we're on 3rd. So that's pretty much on rate. And if you count the full art lands, we're on 4th. So again, pretty on rate. So remember I said about 10 full art lands and about 5 mythic rares. There's the 5th. 2, 3. 2, 3 of these. 4. That's a common. Riveteer Charm. Wow, that charm looks really nice. Okay, so that's definitely blood dripping down from that Riveteer's Charm. That's pretty cool, actually. So I guess they must have smashed somebody up. Real nice. Our rare is Evelyn. So this is a pretty cool card, actually. Nice build around card for sure. If you need more vampire rogues, that I think she basically, let's see, exile cards and then you can play them. So yeah, fun shenanigans can happen. All right, so again, another themed pack. You can see there's a bunch of hideouts and special lands for the families. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, so we got a nice one of the tricycle lands. So this is the Spar's headquarters. So this is green, white, and blue. Pretty useful. And if you pay 3, you can cycle it. So it's just the best part about these lands, the reason why everyone wants them, is the fact that they are definitely 3 colors. They do come and play taps, so it's not that great, but they're fetchable, right? So on their type line, they'll have forests, plains, and islands, which means you can fetch them with any of those requirements, which is really nice. That's one of the reasons why everyone is going after these lands. Okay, wiretapping. Card sounds interesting, but actually I think it's just too expensive to play. Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe if had it cost a little less, it would have been much better. Cool. All right, another foil for our land. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these. Spy, Sanguine Spy, an Echo Inspector, and our list card is Gissa and Drolf. Okay, boom. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is a signature. So it's one of these like gold signature signed cards, art cards. So separate. Again, you get one per pack, or 1 per box. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is interesting. We have a second Gilded Foil, along with Giada, Font of Hope. So that's pretty nice. This is a great card. It's pretty cheap, so if you're building angels, you definitely should pick one up and or a few and just hold. It's very good. So for those that don't know what this card does, it basically for 2, right, 1 and a white, you get a 2/2 flying vigilance. So on rate already pretty good. You get a flyer with vigilance, right, and it's an angel. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield now with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each angel you already control. So this Giada is the first angel. Let's say you play another angel next turn. Let's say you play it on rate like a 2 and a white 3/3 angel. That is now a 4/4 angel. Now the next angel you play will become, let's say you play a 4/4 angel next turn. That angel now is a 6/6 angel. So this gets pretty crazy. And here's the best part. Just in case Giada wasn't strong enough, you can also tap her and add a white. Spend this mana only to cast an angel spell. So yeah, insanely good tribal, insanely good to help basically the angel decks. I think for anybody who knows what the card is about to do, that's a kill in sight. And if you think about like other things like the mythic rare from Kaldheim, you can use that to like call in more angels. Well, guess what happens? All those angels will trigger Giada's as well. Here's that special Secret Lair Stranger Things card. I forget what I never looked at that Secret Lair. It's like one of the few ones I didn't buy, but I don't remember what this was the secret card in the back, I think, but I don't remember what that card was called. I think the fact that Wizards reprinting these Secret Lairs now is a good idea, but I think a little bit too late. And I wish these cards existed, and the Stranger Things cards would say, you know, whatever. It's like a skin, right? So they'll say whatever the name is, and then it will say like on the bottom box, they'll say something like, you know, for example, this card's name. Unfortunately, because these cards were made after that Secret Lair, that's never going to exist. So if you remember how the Godzilla cards worked in Ikoria, I wish the Secret Lair's skins will work that way in the future. Unfortunately, it doesn't ever. Anyways, Facebreaker, professional Facebreaker, really good card, generates a ton of treasures. So yeah, useful. Okay, boom, boom, 1, 2, 3. So this Outlaw, the Glamorous Outlaw, it's actually kind of pricey for right now. Okay, all right, so this is a 3 rare pack. So let me show you what that means. So inside the special slot, you're gonna be able to get a rare, right? So that's over here, that's this Vazi, right? So, okay, fine, it's one of the commander cards, but it's a rare still, nevertheless. And then followed by, you're gonna get Agnes as your second rare. And then there's also a Xander Lounge. So this is your 3 rare pack. It is possible, and that's what this looks like. Goes here with that commander, and this goes here. Cool. And that one doesn't even have a foil. Imagine if you get a foil, then that's 4 rares. And I guess technically, if you had a list card, that could be a 5th rare. So pretty snazzy with these set boosters. Okay. All right. And I know you can't feel this, but these card quality is just really, really great. Love the Japanese cards. Print quality is excellent. Okay. Oh, that was not a good pack open. Here we go. Boom, boom. 2, 3, 4. Whack. Night Cobbler. Vandal. Gardens. Shakedown Heavy. And a treasure token. All right, land. 1, 2, 3. One of these. Oh, here we go. Benny Brack. This is a pretty sweet commander card. I actually sold quite a few of these for like about $10 each. So I think they're still going for that price, actually, honestly. All right. This card cracks me up. It's called Stimulus Package, and everyone's just going there for treasures. Yep. All right, let's put this in a sleeve. For any cards that's usually of value, I always perfect them because I know like my customers will appreciate that, the fact that like the cards are well protected after coming out of the pack. And the reason why I use perfect fits is because it keeps the moisture out, especially for like like the foils, that's really important to make sure they don't like bend. As little moisture that they receive, the better, I guess, long term they're going to be. So, all right. Going on to the last 2 packs of this box 1. So we can close it out. I actually didn't even count our mythics so far. I think we're on rate or a little bit low. Okay, boom. Okay, here we go. Nice. Pretty sweet. This is one of the, I don't know, best mythics of the set, Bootlegger Stash. It is pretty expensive, 500 green, but your lands now can create treasure tokens instead of gaining land. So that's really good for stacking or stocking up on land. Market price for this card, I think, is still sitting pretty at around 30 bucks. So, and I do believe that it deserves that price. I don't know if it will hold that price forever, but it definitely feels like that's the right number, or at least the fact that it's the most expensive card. I think next to Obs Nixilis feels right to me. Cool. All right, showcase. We're ended with a Broker's Ascendancy Arc Splitter. This is kind of funny, but obviously for those who are old school, you might have remember Wizards saying things like they'll never bring guns into Magic, and now we have so many guns. I heard, by the way, if you look at the art for this one, I heard this card was supposed to be a Tommy gun. So if you look closely, it does have like basically the right shape and size for a Tommy gun. It's just not an actual Tommy gun, and they didn't list it. I do want to say one thing about the list in general. The list of the new sets have gotten better, and the reason is because they've basically pruned out all the common, right? So what's on the list now is rare and higher. I think this is a great direction. Obviously, rarity doesn't necessarily mean value, but this is an excellent first step towards making the list more meaningful long term for everything. So yeah, and let's do some other counting. If you're curious, how many? So this box was actually really weak on the mythic rares. We only hit 3. Actually, should be a 4th. Where's bootleggers? Put in the wrong pile. But we have bootleggers as well. So there's 4 mythics, but it's still a little bit low. Usually I expect about 5 mythics. One of them being maybe like a special showcase or a borderless or something like that. But we did hit 2 gilded, which is above rate. Usually you're expected about 1 per box. There are boxes that will have 0, so that is possible. As far as foil lands goes, there's 4 art foil lands, and for the normal 4 art lands, that's 7 of them. So if you think about it, when I was saying about 10, so if you add the 3 to the 7, that's 10 4 art lands, or sorry, 4 I guess, so 11. So that 33% is pretty strict, right? And you have some foils here too. All right, let's go to the box 2. Okay. Oh, and I guess one last thing to talk about. Because the Stranger Things cards do come in that list slot, and you're expected about 7 list cards, what you're looking at is like a split between the list and the Stranger Things. So in this box, I'm only going to have 4 list cards, which does mean that the Stranger Things reprints are going to be more common. So I guess take that for what it is. All right. There's no easy way to do this on camera, so we'll do it like this. We'll take the packs and we will dump them here. Okay. Drop the box over there. Okay. All right, move the packs. Collapsing everything. All right. I think I should have just like opened all the packs ahead of time. I feel like that would have been worked better than this, but or opened both boxes ahead of time and had it ready. Anyways, all right, let's go to pack 2. Okay, we'll start off with a foil for land. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. You notice you always get 2 showcase. That's pretty common. Is you're going to get 2 of the showcase frame cards, 1 usually in common, 1 usually in uncommon. You might get more than that, but that's not guaranteed. But 2 is pretty much like pretty much the guarantee separately. All right, Hopefully I didn't lose too much of the video. But anyways, we hit a really nice land. I like this 4-art land a lot. It's got this like, it reminds me of Harry Potter and the staircase, but way bloodier. So it's kind of fun. All right, so this is one of those, oh, I thought it was gonna be a charm pack. Obscura, Riveteer, but I guess we're gonna get some Riveteers. Okay, so I really don't know what the theme means. Here we go. This is a kind of like a 3 rare pack here. Our commander card is the Pulverizer, Perry. Our mythic is Falco Sparrow. She is the, I think that's the family head of the Maestros. I think Falco is part of the Maestros, yep. And then our list card is a Rune Grinder. I think this is like from, what is this from, like C21? It's pretty recent, I think, so probably not worth much then, if it's that recent. Let's give Falco a sleeve, and let's put Perry in a sleeve as well. Cool. All right, continue forward. Marching right on ahead. So that's the first mythic of box 2 is a Falco. I would like to hit maybe 1 Obnixilis if possible, but I feel like now that I've said it, it's not gonna happen. So we'll find out. Soul Emancipation, interesting card. I'm not sure if it's useful yet, but it's interesting nevertheless. Okay. All right. Our card. Okay. All right. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Riveteer Charm, Horde Hauler, and the Plaza, and the Treasure. Okay. Okay, here we go. Outlaw, Shatter Seraph. Okay. Here's a fun card. So we didn't talk about this when we hit this card, but this is a pretty interesting counterspell. Just, it's a way you can do it, I guess. So, here we go. All right. Obscure Interceptor, Patrol, another treasure token. All right. Boom. Boom. 2, 3. Okay. Brawler, Tommy Guns. All right. So Broker Ascendancy is our showcase rare. Void Rend. Oh, that's a fun card. Can't be countered. Destroy target creature. Another Aeronox, and one of these. Rakish Revelers. Alright, boom. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Charm, charm, charm. Seraph. Okay, got another Tri-Land here. It's Tri-Land number 2. And Nightmare is our list card. You know, I remember Nightmare when I was a kid and thinking that's a really good card because its power is like infinite, right? Just number of swamps. It felt really good, and then of course later on you feel it's not that amazing actually. Oh, cool! Look at this. So we have a borderless Titan of Industry. This card, I feel like long term it's going to be kind of interesting, but short term, who knows where it's going to go. So, all right, so there's our rare foil, and I will give this guy a sleeve. But there is our mythic number 2, Titan of Industry. Yeah, I think they've been trying to make a fixed version of Elder Gargaroth since M21, and I don't know if they have done it yet. So it's another one of these like gigantic green creatures with options on ETB, is what Titan of Industry is. Let me fix these piles so they don't fall over on me. Crew Captain, Evelyn, and ooh, oh shit, all right, nice. Let's talk about this pack here. All right, Evelyn, we already talked about Evelyn, pretty good. We have a Obnixilis, great mythic rare. We'll get you, you know what, I'm gonna need 2 sleeves for this. You know why? Because I just realized something too. Okay, so obviously this is mythic number 3. Pretty good back box so far. That is a borderless full art, or borderless I guess is what this is. Come on, focus camera. There you go. Borderless Jetmir's Garden in foil. So pretty much the full Monty. This is the best version you're gonna get. yeah, that's pretty nice. So good pack for sure. If you go to the store and you just buy that pack, you pretty much bought the entire box. So if that happens, don't buy another pack. Tell the store owner to open another box for you, because every other pack in that box is going to be worse now. So yeah, cool. 2, 3, 4. One of these. Cut your losses. By the way, don't actually do that. I'm just kind of kidding. You can, of course, feel free to not buy a pack from them. Don't ask the store owner to open another box. Right? That's kind of a dick move. No joke. Yeah, don't actually do that. But yes, you should just walk out. Don't open any more packs. Let the Timmy behind you buy more packs. And it's like a slot machine, you know. You hit it when it's hot, right? The moment you jackpot, you don't play again, because now you're just playing into the next jackpot. So you let the Timmies behind you play jackpot, and then you go back in. All right. Be smart. Cool. Maestro Ascendancy, Celebrity, Cat, but of course, because I have to open packs for, you know, customers, well then I can't sell the rest of these packs. They're just gonna get open. So, all right, here we go. Foil. All right, commons, uncommons. Ooh, okay. Oh, oh, it's like, oh, okay, okay, all right. Okay, all right. This is very disappointing. Topiary, Topiary, Stomper. I feel like there's some movements now with this card. It may be a thing, maybe not. It just feels kind of like a do nothing. So it's, you know, 1 green green. It does also ramp on ETB, which is nice. But you can't do anything unless you have 7 or more lands. I mean, that's a long time, man. You have this card, but you can't block with it. You can't attack with it. So all it does on turn 3 is just ramps for you, and it just sits there. I think your opponents will be very happy for you to have this card. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Yeah, I don't think this card is going to be special. We do have a Widespread Thieving, and for our Gilded Foil, it is Unleashed the Infernal, which is a rare. Unfortunately, though, it is not a great rare. Yeah, well, I hope somebody solves this card and says, hey, tells me later, hey, this is actually an amazing rare. Mark, you know nothing about Magic. Excellent. That means I get more money for these packs I open. That would be good. Otherwise, it's pretty much useless. Cool. Moving forward. Here we go. Okay, so another interesting pack here. Mari, the Killing Quill. Surprisingly, not bad. A fun card for sure. I think there's a lot of commander possibilities with this card. Halo Fountain, always interesting because this card has... I love this card because I think of 3 things, right? One is, this is a artifact that you can play on turn 3. It has value almost immediately. Of course, you always want to be like 1 up on the curve. So maybe you don't play this turn 3, you play this turn 4. So then you can actually immediately create a 1/1 citizen, right? You can, for example, play this card after your combat phase, untap a creature, get a citizen. Next turn, untap another creature, then draw a card. I mean, this gets pretty gnarly, pretty fast. So definitely interesting card. And of course, you have enough creatures, you just straight up win the game. So I always like cards that give you alternate win conditions. So could be worth something later. I think, you know, there's a lot of people who are looking at the card and says it's too weak. I don't agree. I think it has all the things it needs into one card, right? You know, a lot of people are talking about combo pieces. You want to make sure you have your combo pieces. If you think about this card, it itself is a combo piece to win the game. So, I mean, I don't know what else you can ask for. All right, Elmar. Devilish Valet is our rare, and then Elmar is our mythic or secret lair. And also, all of the secret lair magic versions are Innistrad themed. So take that for what it's worth. Here's a signed card. That's a nice signature. Actually, it's not my favorite signature from the set, but it is a nice signature. 3, 4, one of these. Boom. Structure Assault is our rare, and then that card is actually pretty interesting because it destroys all artifacts. It's not common that you see cards that can do that kind of effect. So always fun to have cards like that. All right. 3 commons, so it should be good. Boom, boom. Vazine. Black Market Tycoon. Revel, and a Haven Hall Laboratory. Okay. All right. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. One of these. Incandescent Aria and a nice. I mean, actually, these foil lands, even though they're not very strong, they do look really nice though. So it's nice foiling on those. All right, so about 4 mythics in already, and we are, I think, on the final stretch, maybe the last third of the box here. Less than 10 packs left. 2, 3 of these. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Charm. Avon Heartstabber. Capenna Express. And then another Secret Lair card. So we're pretty short this this set booster box for list cards, actually. Or at least the list cards that we pulled are not that amazing. I feel like I told everyone, like, hey, the list cards are way better, and then of course I opened 2 boxes of like duds. I promise you they're way better. I may not have pulled them in this set, but they are way better. Oh, that's actually kind of curl on. Okay, yeah. As I say that, of course I get a Treasury Thole, which is not a good card. So, yes. I promise you, it's way better. Vampiric Tutor's in there. Sensei's Divining Top is in there. So yeah, you got a lot of options, right? Boom. Oh, wow, okay. So I'm pulling these like two Gilded Foil boxes now. That's kind of nice. Usually, again, its expectation is 1 gilded per box, not 2. So that is not normal. Of course, another Tri-Land, which means that we have hit our 3 Tri-Land per box number already. Cool. All right. So one of these, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Okay. Unlicensed Hearse. Make your enemies cry about exile, trying to play graveyard. So, all right. Okay. And there's Island 2. All right. Don't drop all the cards. Here we go. Angel, Grizzly Sigil, interesting card. Yeah. Okay, got another Mythic. We got another Titan of Industry, but this time just in normal frame. No showcase, no special full art, you know, all the weird stuff. Guess we're a little short on Planeswalker, right? So where are all the Vivians, man? Keep hearing that. Or Elspeth. We have a Obs, but not the other 2. Okay, boom. 2, 3, 4. One of these. Workshop, War Chief, Whack, and a Rogue. All right. Last 3 packs. There's not a list card because I feel the token card. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. All right, boom, boom. Operative. Informant. All right. 2 packs left. Okay. 4 foil land. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Broker's Charm. Evelyn. Plasma Lackey. Treasure Token. All right. Last pack of the box. Let's see if we can get another land, or get another Tri-Land, or get another Mythic Rare maybe, or a nice list card would be good too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Racer Ring, Duelist, Zerator's Envoy, Rogue's Gallery, and a Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay, cool. So that's it. Yeah. So overall, like, let's see. Let's look at the rates a little bit here. Maybe this is another one of those below rate boxes. No, actually, it's on rate. So here's your 5 mythics, like I promised. And for lands, we already talked about it, but there are 3. Actually, is there more than 3 this pack? 1. Boom, boom, boom. 2. And 3. I think that's it. So yeah, there are three. That's it. Three of the lands for this set as well. Just again on rate as expected. Yep, no special showcase version of the lands. Yeah. So what do we not have in this set? We didn't have a lot of foil mythics or foil rares. Dipole Benny. Above rate for the Gilded Foil for sure. These are you don't usually expect to have this many per box. Now these do look pretty sweet. We'll see what happens with the rates in the collector boosters. That will change, of course, the price for these cards. But for now, this is it is what it is. Cool. Anyways, that's it. So final thoughts on Capenna. Like pretty sweet set in general. The theme is really nice. If you like mobsters, if you like that kind of thing, the theme is really cool. I do like the fact that I do think the set is a little bit tougher for newer players because you are dealing with a lot more colors. So if you're making decks or making sealed or draft, you do want to have a little bit more preparation going in because you're going to be able to see what this set, with all the three colors, building decks is a little bit tougher. Ideally, you get one of these like signpost cards, one of these like 3-color cards that show you what each one of the guilds are doing. That should help you guide. And just as far as like building decks of my own, I have felt like it was not too bad. I expect it to be actually quite difficult, but as soon as you lay out your cards, you see what colors are possible for you, you see what land are available to you. In general, that's where you start understanding which family you can go for or which theme you can go for. Anyways, I mean, the prices have pretty much come down a lot for this set. I think everyone maybe is a little bit wallet fatigued from Neon Dynasty. But I mean, long term, where is this set going to go? I think the set boosters for this set is the first one I feel confident that you can actually hold long term. And the reason for that is because there are very, very powerful list cards that I have pulled. I mean, obviously for my store, I'm opening way more than 2 boxes here. So I can tell you right now, there are very good cards in the set boosters in the list slot. So it's definitely possible to make quite a bit of money, or get a bunch of money like just by opening the set boosters that way. So anyways, that's why I have faith that long term this set is going to do well, and it may even be one of the sets where I would hold some set boosters for long term, just have it around. The box topper obviously is not anywhere near Zendikar Rising level, but otherwise the cards themselves, the lands are good. I mean, usually, how do you evaluate a set, right? Are the lands good? Is a big part of it. Are there impactful mythics? Are there like cool looking cards that people want to collect long term? Are there cards that are of value in the set, the list slot, for example, for if you're doing set collectors, set collection. The other part of it too is I'd be curious about these cards, the secret layer cards. They are pretty plentiful from this perspective. However, if this is the first and only time they will ever do the reprint, what does that say about the price of these boxes long term? Who knows? But I suspect, given these are so popular in Commander, I suspect this set will age pretty well. Even the set boosters themselves will age pretty well. And you can see even from just looking at what's happening here, while Wizard didn't put any like lottery cards into the set boosters, obviously if they exist, they will be in the collector booster, but all signs point to the fact that Neon Dynasty was a test, which means that lottery card the earliest you'll see it is probably going to be Dominaria United, but more realistically, I guarantee you those lottery cards are going to be in Brothers War, is where you're probably going to see it. But you can see they're making improvements on the list. They're making improvements with respect to like other fun things they're testing out. Like this is a mini lottery card if you think about it, the Gilded Foils themselves. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is now. We're in the showcase era of Wizards, which means there's a ton of these showcase cards, borderless everywhere. It is what it is, but at the same time, like, if you enjoy the cards, if you enjoy the game, I don't think just having all this extra stuff will really affect you long term. So, and these lands, they will go higher. If you look at any of the data, check out Ikoria. These lands are now $15 or higher. So originally I remember opening Ikoria thinking the triomes are going to be Shockland level. I am now confident that they are better than shocks long term. So what does that mean? If Ravnica sets with shocks are a certain value, what does that mean for this set, which have essentially better than shock lands, right? The triomes are better. So I don't know, but anyways, if you enjoy, obviously, this is a good set. Otherwise, I mean, you can skip all the sets you want. I think it doesn't really matter long term. So anyways, yeah, I think Capenna is a pretty good set, honestly. I don't understand why the prices are so low. I think people are going to wake up and realize there are better cards than they think in this set, and then, you know, then it will go back up again. Just like Hallow Haunting, just like Fable of the Mirror Breaker. These cards, like we've seen already in Standard, that, you know, shoot up way higher in price because somebody solves the deck, and now it's a key essential part of a certain deck. So yeah, so don't be discouraged. The price is low. Just play, enjoy the cards. Obviously, you should only buy the product if you enjoy the cards anyways. You shouldn't be buying it because you think it's financially good. Let people like me and the stores deal with like doing the mass box openings and getting cards out to players. Obviously, if you enjoy the set, get it. If you don't. But if you're not sure about like value of whether it's worth it to get set boosters, my recommendation nowadays is set boosters is actually more worth it long term than draft. If you're trying to build a deck, if you're trying to like get more value out of what you're paying for it. Anyways, that's all I can provide 2 cents wise for the set. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. This is Mark from Solar Games.